What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Y'all, today we're gonna be taking a look at a video from Anton Daniels and Kamala. Oh my God. This woman is dumb. But I just want to make a quick announcement. Shout out to Angel Love. Now, I know this sister, and me and her talk off camera. But I just want to say something to all of the new... Holy shit. We gained a lot of fucking... Damn. How the fuck we get so many damn members already? Damn. I just want to say this. Shout out to the new members. Nelly Guts, Rob L, Chubby, 722, Sync, Love Angel, and I don't want to botch your name, brother, but Radion. I don't want to. Hey, if I fucked it up, I'm sorry. But shout out to these guys. Shout out to these new channel members, and also shout out to Angel Love. Her birthday was on the 9th, and I was gonna mention it, but I got caught off guard with a lot of things going on. But I was gonna say shout out to her. But today we're gonna be looking at a new video from Anton, and yeah. We about to get started here. This right here is just crazy. But let's get it.
I want to talk about Kamala's earrings really quickly. Because at first I was like, well, maybe she just got some similar looking earrings when she first went to that debate with Trump. Maybe she just got some similar looking earrings. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was talking about these earrings where you can basically hear people and they record and they go back and forth. And I said, no, she not that crazy. She wouldn't do that. Well, she apparently was on a hurricane briefing for Milton, and she got caught up, and people are pointing it out, and I'm not aware of it, but it showed up on my algorithm. Y'all didn't even send me this one, but it showed up in my algorithm, and I'm not necessarily aware of it. But I wanted to review it to find out what was really going on. So this is Sky News Australia, to bring us up to date on what happened with Kamala Harris and what people are finally calling her out about this one.
Kamala Harris made a bizarre gaffe during an FEMA Hurricane Milton emergency update broadcast, which sent social media into a spin. The Vice President received a briefing from disaster relief authorities on preparations and weather forecasts for the hurricane. During the video briefing, Kamala Harris could be seen covering her mouth, appearing to relay a message to someone else through a microphone and earpiece. The VP mumbled, "It's a live broadcast," behind her hands.
It flood. We really got to watch those areas and those communities. So it takes quite a while for that water.
Wait, you can hear it clear as day too.
It takes quite a while for that water in those communities. So it flood. We really got to watch those areas and those communities. So
Bing. I wanted to point out something. Now, I'm not sure which ear it is, but I can probably guarantee you it's her right ear, because if you look at her hair is always covering her right side ear. We always see her left side ear, but we never can see her right ear. Like, even right here in this picture that Anton got right here, is always covering her ear on this side. It's never covering her left side ear. It's always covering her right. So it's got to be in her right ear. And she has long hair, so... Matter of fact, let me see something. I'm gonna play conspiracy theories today. Kamala Harris. Even right here. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, so all of her hair, everyone, it always covers her right ear. Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here even. I'm not even, like right here too. And then also, you can't see it well, but it looks right here to be something black right here, right around the crown of her ear. Like every photo op she takes, she's always got her right side ear covered. I've just realized that. But maybe I'm reading too far into it. But it seems like her right side ear, and then when she's leaning back, like even right here where her hand's covered over her ear, her mouth, she's leaning back to the right side a little bit with her hands over her mouth, almost like she's speaking into a microphone. Now, they can hide a microphone right behind her hair because if they do it just right and pull it tight enough, they could wrap the earpiece around her ear and it'll go right around her, around the back of her head, down her neck, down her back into a relay. But they can also do the same thing with the mic because she's always wearing dark colored clothes, so you can't really see if she has something on. Like, say for instance, she wanted to have a microphone on. She's leaning back towards her shoulder, leaning her right shoulder back. So if there's a microphone, she's leaning back like that. She doesn't have to move her head, but her audio, her voice will get picked up by the mic, especially if it's right there, right above her breast, her right chest, right side of her chest. Maybe I'm being a conspiracy theorist, but who knows? But it might also be that earring that Anton's about to talk about too.
It takes quite a while for that water.
How is she communicating? Are y'all saying that it's her earrings? That her earrings are like an earpiece? Is that what y'all saying? Because, I mean, it's obvious that she's covering her mouth. It's obvious that she's trying to act like she's, doing like this. But she's not good at it, so it's like she's doing like this. And then she says it's a live broadcast. So do y'all think that she had... Let me see something. Give me a second. Let me rewind it. I want to see the whole thing first before I deep dive into it.
We really got to watch those areas and those communities. So it takes quite a while for that water to drain.
Thank you very much.
She then immediately took her hands away from her mouth and asked a question.
Hey, Ken, I have a question for you. You mentioned words matter, and I know there is a lot of media following this briefing.
Commentators immediately blasted the VP, accusing her of being fed questions by aides through an earpiece. Commentator Charlie Kirk said, "Busted. Kamala is heard telling an aide who is feeding her questions that it's a live broadcast. She then asks the question she was presumably given."
Why? Because she wasn't even paying attention to what he was saying. Let me ask y'all a question. This is a simple fix. Why didn't she mute herself? So what that basically tells me is that she's not the one that's actually really even in the White House or running things. There are people behind the scenes that's basically telling her what to say, feeding her information. Okay, so how can we even trust? Are those the earrings? What are the earrings? Hey, look at her neck.
Hey, Anton, if you ever watch this video, it's not the earrings. It's not going to be the earrings. Because if you look at any debate that she's done, her right ear is always covered by her hair. So it has to be either a micro receiver that's attached to her ear or it might be like 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 the Secret Service earpiece that they have. It could be like that because it's clear, but you'll be able to see that because it's coiled up. So you might be able to see, you'll be able to see that. So it's got to be an earpiece that's attached right above her ear, and that comes down to where you barely can see it, and it's kind of like it's small enough to where you can't see it with the naked eye, especially if you got a camera. But it's obvious that this woman's being fed information, and also with Biden being in the mental state he's in, and Kamala not being competent enough to even run the country by herself, who's really pulling the strings in the country right now? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
Why didn't she just mute herself? Why does she do like this and say it's a live broadcast as though it wouldn't, like the microphone wouldn't even pick up what she's saying?
When you realise what a fraud this woman is, you can't unsee it. And this commentator doubled down, saying, pathetic. Kamala Harris just forgot to mute her mic while telling the intern feeding her hurricane questions that it's a live broadcast. If you needed more proof Kamala is merely an incompetent puppet, here it is. The gaffe comes after Kamala Harris was slammed for politicising the hurricane disaster and picking a fight with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over his response to the crisis.
Look, this whole riff on DeSantis-Harris and him not taking a phone call, I mean, it's just so gross. I see the man is right now in the middle of dealing with his second major hurricane in a week. The one that's hitting now, they say is the biggest hurricane to hit Florida in 100 years. Sorry, Kamala, he's a little bit busy prepping for it. Like she's like a spurned girlfriend. Like he won't take my phone calls, not returning my texts. Yeah, he's got more important things to do than deal with your craziness. I mean, leave the man alone. To call him selfish? Who's being selfish? You're politicizing this. You're making this about you. She can't help herself. You're the VP. You have absolutely no role when it comes to this.
Those are the exact same earrings. Are y'all saying that those earrings? I'm looking at them right now. I just pulled up the presidential debate. Are y'all saying that these earrings right here, that these earrings that she got on are earpieces? Why would y'all say that these are earpieces? Y'all saying that these are earpieces right here? Why do y'all think that these is earpieces? Where do you get them from? What's the name of them? Those are earpieces? These are Bluetooth earrings? Y'all saying that these are Bluetooth earrings right here? Oh. Y'all sure?
So looking at this picture right here, it's got to wait a minute. I know audio could be transferred through the skin. I know that. Like, what I mean by that is this: certain vibrations can be transferred through your ear, the skin on your ear, transferred into your eardrum, so you can hear sound. So what if this earring is actually causing that? What if this earring's actually vibrating that part of her skin right there that is attached to and it echoes into her ear and goes down her eardrum to where she can actually hear what the person's saying. Especially if it's loud enough, she can hear it without any problem, but you can't hear it because it's such a low frequency, since it's so close to her earlobe. I wonder if that's how that technology works, because from the way it looks, there's no physical speaker or micro speaker going into your ear. So it's got to be through vibrations around the ear. That's what I would believe. I got to do some more research on this, because if these are the earrings that Kamala's using, how do they work? Now I'm kind of intrigued.
Are y'all sure about that? I said they made by Nova. Nova H1. All right. That's pretty crazy. I don't know if it's true or not. It looks crazy. I don't know if it's true or not, but it just looked crazy. Anyways.
Than bothering him when he's trying to prepare, maybe she could focus on FEMA, which, by the way, has a tremendous amount of problems. First of all, FEMA could only make available right now for this hurricane 9% of its staff for hurricane relief, when historically 25% of staff is there, because they're having massive staffing problems. 33% of all the jobs in FEMA are still unfilled when we're spending trillions and trillions of dollars. And then even more gross, this webinar came out. I don't know if you saw this. This webinar came out where they were actually saying that FEMA was saying that we have to prioritize equity over absolutely helping the most amount of people possible. This is when intersectionality actually becomes deadly, okay? Then a second webinar came out. They said we got to prioritize LGBTQIA plus ampersand. That is how, look, it reminds me of that New Yorker cartoon that came out, my favorite cartoon, that said the world is ending, minorities disproportionately affected. That's where we are. We're actually living a New Yorker cartoon.
Commentator Megyn Kelly doubled down on this, saying Kamala Harris has chosen to pick a fight with Ron DeSantis for political gain.
She decides to pick a fight with Ron DeSantis because she thinks it makes her look good to fight with a prominent Republican, even though the man right now truly is trying to save lives. I don't remember the last time a Cat 5 hurricane was barreling toward the Gulf Coast of Florida. Those things are monsters. They're talking about storm surge like we've never seen that may have cities as large as Tampa, Florida, underwater. The mayor of Tampa, and there are some dozen towns around it, said today, if you stay, you will die. Wow. Ron DeSantis is the governor of that state. He has truly a lot to deal with. They're still recovering from Hurricane Helene, which devastated the same area 2 weeks ago. And she decides to get political with him and to pick a fight with him. Why? Because she's probably still ticked off about his abortion law and his ill-named, according to the Dems, Don't Say Gay bill, which was not anything of the kind. So she thinks he's going to be fun to fight with, without any appreciation for the distraction she's now causing for a man who truly has people's lives in his hands.
Interesting. So she was called on a live mic during this, whatever this briefing or whatever this is, with Mayorkas and all of these people and FEMA and all of this stuff. And she was saying we're on a live interview or whatever, and she covered her mouth in order to say so, and then all of a sudden she started coming up with more questions. And so people are saying that she's busted, that this more proves that she's a fake, and she's not who y'all think she is, and she's being fed answers and questions from her aides, and she's basically a puppet.
You know the crazy part of all of this is this. This woman is being exposed left and right. People still don't listen. That's the crazy part of all of this. People don't listen, but yet people are willing to do whatever they say and do whatever the hell they want. All I'm gonna say is this. People, the more and more this shit gets exposed, the more and more this stuff's gonna start to happen. You gotta start waking up. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe channels for the podcast on Spot.com. I'm gonna look at those earrings because I want to know how they work. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.